now tuned in to Talk and Tell, the podcast, where we talk about real life, we give real opinions, and we're healing out loud. And it's your host, Candace Tell, and this is episode 12. Y'all like a little rhyme? I'm definitely going to start the show being real corny. Y'all know this. You're not new here. And if you is new here, hello. Hello, it's me. How are y'all doing today? It's a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Okay? We've been having some decent weather. This weekend was cool. Yesterday was beautiful. Today is like nice out, but like not sunny. Um, but we going right back down. It's Ohio. So we're going right back down to the 40s. And I think a chance of snow. Just I know, stupid, ignorant, all of the things, right? But that's what you get when you live in Ohio. You have to try to your best to keep your mood above the weather. Me and my friend was joking yesterday. She sent me a couple little memes, like how living in Ohio, like the one nice day you just be like, "Ooh, I should quit my job today. I should start a new life today. I should go quit. I need all new clothes." Like you just get all these grand ideas because the sun just do something to you, and you just be at work like, "I need to leave. I gotta go. I don't know. You don't know where are you going. You don't know." You just need to be set free. It's like when you live in Ohio, after the long winter, and really like if you have a bad winter, we had a bad winter this winter, it's like you're like a caged animal. Me and my sister and them, we got a running joke. Like somebody told me back in my day, a little hater, told me back in my day when I was young, like in my 20s, right? Young and turned. So that mean like every time it was nice, like right after winter, I'm outside. Do you hear me? Okay, outside. So they told me every time it get nice outside, you act like a caged animal. I have been a caged animal. I live in Ohio. I've been in the house for 6 months, 7 days, 32 hours. Because what are we doing here? So, so that's a running joke now. Every time it get nice, and I call them like, "What y'all trying to do is nice outside." They're like, "Here you go, acting like a caged animal." I'm like, what is a girl supposed to do? I don't like. What am I supposed to do? I'm from Ohio. It is what it is. But we not here to talk about the weather. But are we? Because we talk about real life. So this is what's been going on in my real life, trying to stay above this weather. You know, um, yeah. Trying to stay above this weather. That's what I've been trying to do. So with that being said, um, this weekend, what did I do this weekend? Oh, I had a good weekend. I really did. So I hosted. I know y'all been seeing it everywhere because I found it on Facebook and I just decided to do it. Like I shared the post and everybody was like, "Do it." So I hosted a Pancakes and Proverbs event. Um, I don't know where it originated from or who created it, but I know some girl is selling like the ebook. So like if you want to host a Pancakes and Proverbs event, you can like buy like an ebook from her to kind of guide you on what to do. But I just decided to like do some studying and create my own. Me and my homie, y'all already know who my homie is. So I'm gonna talk about two things when I talk about this though. But this event, I'm bringing this up because this event led to the topic that we're gonna talk about today. So, number one, let me say this right here on this podcast for whoever watches it, the one people, two people, whoever, or multiple people. And I don't know if this was like how I was raised thing or if it got I don't know if it has anything to do with the way people was raised or if it's just a me thing but I believe it should just be an everybody thing. I don't know. So, what I'm about to say is I don't know if it's like a lack of manners, integrity, or what. But I think it's rude at the end of the day. I just do. I always have, always will. If you register RSVP for somebody's event, whether that is a birthday party, a kid's birthday party, a wedding, a community event, whatever it may be. If it's free, right? Because you ain't pay no ticket price. If it's an event, now if you pay a ticket price, that's something different. Because guess what? They recouping their money, and they're not losing out on money by you not showing up. You losing out on your money, and that's on you. But if somebody have took the time to curate a free experience for you to come to, and you register, go, go. And if you cannot go, because I get it, life be life and be happening. If you cannot go, communicate. Use your words. Use your fingers. Type an email. Send a text. I don't know. Do something that's a form of communication so they cannot prepare for you. Events cost a lot of money. I always cringe and I feel so sad when I see on the internet like people planning their kids these birthday parties and people don't show up. Like, do you know how much money a birthday party costs? If I accounted for you. So I sent the text out and told y'all all to come to the birthday party. 20 of y'all said y'all coming to the birthday party. Then none of y'all show up or two people show up. But I bought 20 candy bags. Made sure I had cake and food for 20 kids. Like, how rude is that? And I ain't gonna say I've never done it in my life, right? But I've always tried to the best of my ability to communicate if I was not able to come. And it really had to be something really truly going on in my life where I wasn't able to make it. Like I'm not going just cuz I don't feel like it. No, if I told them people I was coming, they spent their money on my ticket, I'm coming. Like I'm going to go. Because why wouldn't I? First of all, I like going to things. I used to love taking my daughter to birthday parties. I like birthday parties. But also, I just know the time, effort, and money that goes into this. So I said all that because I see this in my personal life when I host events. But I also, like, I don't know why I'm sorry. In my professional life, when we host events at work, we have 40 people, 50 people register, 7 people show up. 20 people register, 4 people show up. And I'm like, do y'all know we spent this money? Money is spent, food is bought, can't get it back. Like, and I don't like waste, right? So that means we're wasting, even if as much as we try to give it back, give it out or whatever, we're still wasting funds. We're still wasting money. So if I take my time and I host a free community event because I literally love to pour back into my community, I love to pour into the women of my community. And if I can host something that does not cost a fee, it's because I believe in what I'm hosting and I believe that my community needs it, and if I can figure out how to make it happen without charging, I really will, because I get it. Like, this economy crazy, everybody don't got a ticket price all the time. So with this event that I hosted, it was free because I said I just seen that I wanted to do it. um, I didn't have to pay for a space. I used the public library for free. So I was like, okay, I could pull off buying food and little items to do the um like learning part of it or the whatever part of it for not that much money. And it was a beautiful lady that reached out to me and was like, "Oh, I'll donate the food." And I'm like, "What?" So like that was a blessing. So she donated the food. All I did was the pancakes. And it was like a make your own pancake bar. So I bought all that stuff. Um, excuse me. And I bought the stuff for like I did like an index cards. I did index cards on like the little ring, so everybody could take index cards home and fill their index cards out. I bought um like little prayer cards. I gave everybody a prayer card. I bought 2 little giveaways, like just little stuff like that. So I don't know how much money it cost me, but it cost me my money. I didn't do this under my nonprofit. Like I just did this for a Candace event, so it was my paycheck. I ain't got a lot of money either, right? But if I'm gonna give back, I'll give back, and I love doing it. So with that being said, this event sold out in 24 hours. Like the registration was full in 24 hours. It was for 30 people, and other women wanted to come. Women have been inboxing me like, if some seats come available, let me know. If you could open up more seats, let me know. With the library, I really couldn't open up more than 30. And for that type of event, you don't want to have too many people because it's not going to flow properly. So that means a lot of people wasn't able to come that wanted to come, and that mean I spent my money on 30 people. So 10 people showed up. I think about 10. I don't even know it was 10. About 10 people. I'm like, out of 30 of y'all that signed up quick, like really, really quick, and y'all didn't show up, I was just like, that is so rude. Nobody communicated with me. Nobody sent me no emails and said, hey, I can't make it. Invite somebody else in my place or da da da, whatever. No, they just didn't come. And that made me think like, even though I like to be able to make stuff free or affordable, people don't value free. People don't value affordable. They don't. But then they complain also in my city, they complain about paying high ticket prices. So it's so hard, and I'm sure it's probably like this everywhere. They complain about high ticket prices, but then they don't value free because they won't show up. Um, and I don't even care about it being a small, intimate event. It was actually really good, and I always believe whoever supposed to be in the room gonna be in the room. And it was really good. We got to talk. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a chance to talk. If it was 30 people, it probably wouldn't have been. But my thing is, I spent my money. The beautiful lady that donated the food spent her money to bring us food for 30 people. You know, I just think about that. So, this ain't what this episode is about, but I needed to share that. Like, so if you're a person that you register for stuff and don't show up, fix that. Like, cause I think that's really like an integrity thing. Um, Manners, morals, values, whatever. Like, if you give, that's like giving somebody your word and not following through on your word. And if you give somebody your word, I'm sorry, this shirt is bothering me. I hope that you're following through on your word. I just really do. You know, if I tell somebody I'm gonna do something, I try my best to do it. Now, am I busy? Am I forgetful? Do things come up? Yes, but not a lot. It doesn't happen often. And I don't think it should because I really value myself on integrity and I value myself on my word. Like, that's what I got. I told you I was gonna do it. I could be having a hard day. I could be tired, but I told you I was gonna do something, so I'm gonna do it. Unless, somebody dying or something. Okay. So I said all that to say. So at this Pancakes and Proverbs event, it was such an amazing event. Oh, I really enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed being able to talk to the women. And I'm not like super religious, right? I done told y'all that. I'm not super religious. I am a believer. I am a believer in relationship. I believe you should have a relationship with God. I believe everybody's relationship with God looks different because relationships are personal. And that's what we're here today to talk about. Relationships, friendships. How many of us have them? Friends, ones you can depend on. Friends. But no, like God is your friend, right? Well, your father, your friend, because your father should be your friend. God is my homie. I don't know about nobody else. We talking about me. God is my big dog. That's big dog. That's my homie. Like, I'd be like, hey, what? I'd be like, listen, sir, what's up? What is happening? What is going on? Like me and God be talking. Like that's my homie for sure. So, I'm like, with this event, I didn't want it to feel super religious. So I picked out like some verses in Proverbs, some verses that really stood out to me. I put them on paper and I let us all like choose a word of what that verse meant to us. And then like we started discussing it so much and getting in so many topics, like, excuse me, allergies is trying to get me, that we didn't even get to the other activities that I had planned. I ended up having to send them home with those. But that's okay, right? I like when those events just flow organically and you really get into some good topics. So, one of the topics that we got into and it stood out to me, and I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to bring this up on my podcast. So, why not bring it up now? So we're talking about friends. And I was joking around like everybody my friend. Everywhere I go, hey friend, hey girl. And I do be like that, like because I'm a girl's girl. Like, hey y'all. You know what I mean? I'm like until you give me a reason or until you start acting funny to me or treating me weird, like I'm cool. And I'm cool with you. I can meet you for the first time. Like everybody is cool to me until you give me a reason to not be. So like I was telling the girl, one of the ladies, we got in a conversation about like how do you build friendships when that was like never your thing, right? Um, and we like was talking about how like a lot of us and really a lot of black women are raised with somebody else's trauma, right? Typically our moms, our grandmothers or whatever, where they don't tell us to value friendships, or they tell us, oh, watch her, you need to watch your back. Like, you know what I mean? You can't trust her, you can't trust girls, they'll do this, they'll do that to you because of some past experiences they have had and stuff, right? So, that's how we got on this topic of like, so when you're trying to break away from that mindset and you are like, okay, I want to have some friends. I'm trying to bring some different women in my life, because I have a belief that you need friends. Y'all know I believe you need people. God didn't tell nobody to be alone. So that's like how we got there, right? So we were talking about this friends and like why do we struggle with the way that we look at friendships and stuff. And I said, because nobody never taught us and nobody never taught us that we needed friends. That we needed friends. But the other lady brought up about how we give men other chances once they do stuff to us, but not women. And I said that's because we were taught that we needed a man. We were not taught that we needed a friend. Okay? I ain't that now that didn't even mean to rhyme like that, but it did. But so no, we were not taught that. You were taught from you were young, you need a man. So you need a man, you need a husband, you need kids, you need a white picket fence, all that. Like, your man is gonna be your provider, you know what I'm saying? A man is your everything. That's what you need, right? But nobody never told you you needed a friend. Nobody never told you your friend you need was gonna be the shoulder to cry on. Nobody never told you to value friendships. Now, did you just naturally make friends as kids? And when you were little, your mom will tell you, go outside and play. Go find some friends. They'll tell you go find some friends. When you go to school, find some friends. But they never put a value on it, right? Like how they put value on romantic relationship. It was a value put on romantic relationship that the goal was for it to lead to marriage, right? So it was some form of value put on that. But it was not any value put on these friendships. It was just like, go play with somebody as a kid. Go play with them. But you think about it as you get older, you ain't going to play with your friends all like that. You know what I mean? Like you need your friends for like real life things when you start to become an adult and life start to get challenging and stuff. You need your friends to hold you up sometimes. You need your friends to lift you up sometimes. You need your friends to have your back and your front and your side sometimes. Even if you have a romantic partner, even if you are in a marriage. So I was talking about how that just was not told to us in the way to value it in the way that we value romantic relationships. That's why we're easy to be like, okay, I done been in 8 failed relationships, but I'm gonna keep trying. I done had 2 friends burn me and do something snake to me or do something, behind that I didn't think was cool. They brought me some pain. They hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? They did something wrong to me, and now I don't never need a friend. I don't never need another friend anymore. Oh, all I need is myself, or all I need is my man, or all I need is my kids. I don't need those friends. I don't trust these. You know what I'm saying? Like that become our mindset so easily when it comes to friendships, women, friendships. But with the men, we gonna keep trying. Keep trying. Keep trying. No matter what they do, we gonna keep trying because we were told that we needed them. Value was placed on that relationship. Value was placed on romantic relationships and not platonic friendships. So you already know. I got a definition. So I wanted to look up the definition of a friend because I've never had, right? So hold on, I got a cough, y'all. These allergies is really trying to take me out. I'm telling y'all, hold on. Okay. So, yeah. So, a friend is defined as A person whom one knows likes. I know we talked about that on the relationship. I mean, on the podcast where we talked about love. Liking somebody and loving somebody is two different things. Likes and trust. That word trust. And with whom one has a bond of mutual affection. I like that, right? So let's break it down a little further. Excuse me. So knows you. They understand who you are inside and out, beyond the surface. Likes you, not just tolerates you or benefits from you. Like they actually like you. They actually enjoy you. And not just love you, right? Because love is universal. Like is not universal. You don't like everybody that you love. And trust exists. So there is safety. Trust is safety. So you feel safe in that relationship. Safe to share, safe. Why can't I talk? Safe to be vulnerable, safe to be open and honest, safe to just be like, I could trust this person. This is my girl. You know what I'm saying? And mutual affection. Y'all know this is my part. Y'all mutual. You know what mutual mean? Affection. It goes both ways. The relationship is reciprocal, not one-sided. Reciprocal. Not one-sided, okay? That is what a friend is, right? So, in saying that, this is a person that you like, that you know that you're going to take the time, take the effort, take the energy to get to know. You're going to build mutual trust, and you're going to mutually be there for each other. That mutual affection is going to go both ways. It may not always look the same, right? Because I think that's the confusion. It may not always look the same, but it will go both ways. Okay? Mutual is that key word. So, you know, with society, they celebrate the romantic relationships, right? You think about like it's milestones for romantic relationships, is anniversaries and marriages and proposals. Um, but like deep friendships aren't really celebrated. You might be like, "Oh, that's dope. You got the same friends since high school," which is really amazing if you do. That means y'all were able to grow together. That means y'all were able to continue to trust each other, like each other, and have that mutual respect and affection toward each other. Now, friendships can provide emotional support, accountability, compassion, and shared growth. That's a good friendship. In many ways, friends really carry us through from season to season that our partners sometimes cannot carry. I was listening to TikTok, I think, and they were saying how a lady that had been married, she was like in her 90s or something, was at a bridal shower, and she had been married for years, like, I don't know, 60, 70 years, and they asked her to share something. So they thought she was going to share something very profound about, like, honor your husband, do this for your husband, do that for your husband, all these things like that. And she didn't. She shared about friends. She said, do not lose your homegirls. Do not lose your friends. You need your friends. You're going to have your friends. And I think that is so beautiful, right? Like, and I think if we had more older women speak into us like that, instead of telling us, oh, don't trust her, she gonna do this, she gonna do this, she gonna do that. Like, if we had more older women saying like, nah, I got some friends that I'm a ride for. If we had more Oprahs and Gails, and I know Oprah and Gail them been through some things. Oprah and Gail's relationship has not always been perfect. Just like your relationship with your husband ain't gonna be perfect. Just like your relationship with your wife ain't gonna be perfect. Just like your relationship with your kids, your mother, your father, whoever is not gonna be perfect. It's a relationship. It's a human. You okay? Anytime you're bothered with a human, you're opening yourself up to potentially getting hurt. So a lot of times when we're blocking friendships, it's because we don't want to feel the pain we once felt, or we don't want to feel the pain somebody else felt and told us and projected onto us. So we like, I'm not even gonna try it. But we open up ourselves to pain in any interaction with humans. So why not open yourself up to go in somewhere with a clear heart to just see? And that's the advice that I gave the lady that asked that question. I said, I think one thing is you got to just do it. I go on to every time I meet somebody, I trust them 100%. They haven't given me a reason not to trust them. I don't know them. And even though a lot of other humans have given me a reason not to trust them, I can't I can't bleed on them people because what somebody else did. I can't transfer what I went through with somebody else onto these people that did nothing to me. So what I try to do is just give everybody 100% till they start to give me a reason to take some of the percentages away. And also opening up my mind to say, hey, when I go into this may turn out to be the friendship I've been looking for forever. This may be somebody that I could call and cry in the middle of the night. She gonna pull up on me. This may be somebody that's gonna pray for me. This may be somebody that's gonna hold my hand in the worst seasons of my life. Or this may be somebody that start acting weird and start getting jealous and start trying to be funny and be shady and backstabbing and all these things. But how would I ever know if I don't even give them the opportunity? I won't. So how would I ever find the true friendship that I desire if I don't even give people the opportunity? And that's because that's the same like romantic relationships. Like if I keep getting in bad relationships and breakups, and so like I'm like, oh no, I ain't gonna date no more. But I want to get married. Houseway. I'm never gonna get married. Right? Because I'm not putting myself out there. I'm not giving myself a chance. I'm not giving myself the opportunity to, you know what I mean, see if other men are not as bad as the last one or not even bad. Just see if I'm able to connect with another person in a different way. Cuz that's what it's about. Sometimes in relationships it ain't about that nobody did nothing to you. It's just about we didn't click well. Same with friendships. Like, no, she ain't got to do nothing to you. It's just like, we grew apart. I always tell people I've had a lot of different friendships throughout my life. I've had a lot of friends throughout my life, and I even questioned myself before, like, dang, why I don't got friends from 10, 20 years ago? And it's just because me and my friends just grew apart. They didn't do nothing to me. I didn't do nothing to them. It wasn't no fights, no arguments, no backstabbing, no weird stuff. It was just like we just stopped calling each other. And that's kind of how most of my friendships have weathered away. We just stopped calling each other, and then next thing you know, I bump into a new person, and then a new group of friends come. That's always been my story. And I believe that's for a reason though, right? Um, I believe I come into people's life for a reason. I believe people come in my life for a reason. Um, and it's always for seasons. And sometimes those seasons is 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Not nothing been 20 years yet, but also the way that the relationships end and the friendships I've been in since they end and us just outgrowing each other. When I see them, it's all love. If they call me tomorrow, we could talk on the phone like we ain't missed 20 years of each other's life. I could, I had a friend that was my friend in high school, all through high school and all through my 20s. And we just grew apart. We just really stopped talking. And she called me to do her mother's birthday party. One day, her talked on the phone, like playing her mom's party. We ended up talking on the phone for like 7 hours. Like we ain't, you know what I'm saying? Just catching up on life. Like we ain't never stopped talking. Now, did that make us be back besties or talk to each other every day? No. But since it was no bad blood when the friendship ended, we were able to still be cordial and still like, you know what I mean? I will always consider that my friend. I'm not that person that like only gives you the title when you're sitting right there in the circle, right? It's like if you were my friend once, you my friend forever. Unless you did something weird to me, which I ain't never really had too many people do nothing weird to me. And if they did, it was like not nothing that deep. It might have been like where you could just feel like people start acting shady. People, really when you was young, people might have a little jealousy against you, because they're young, they don't have emotional intelligence, they not evolved, so different things like that. But I ain't never really had nobody do no super grimy stuff that I know of. If they did it behind my back, it wasn't for me to know. So, but I know it's people that have been in friendships with people that done some really grimy things to them, and I understand that, right? But if you could forgive them, because you have to forgive them for yourself, you have to open your heart for the opportunity for somebody else. Just like we open up our hearts for the opportunity for another man or another woman to come into the picture when it comes to those romantic relationships, we have to do the same for those platonic relationships too, because friendships are powerful. They really are. I see friends and the way that they care for each other is just like a breath of fresh air. And I know some people like, well, they got their mate to do that. But like, what if it come a time and you don't? You know, what if it come a time that you don't even want your mate in that? You know what I'm saying? You just want your homegirl. Like they're just needed. It like more they're just valuable. Um, but good friends. What? So caveat: good friends. Okay. Cause we all had a place where we got a friend and thought they was a good friend and they was not a good friend. They might have been a good time. Okay, because we all know we had them friends as a good time, but not a good friend. Because the definition. Hold on, y'all want me to go back? Let me go back real quick. Let me go back real quick of what a friend is. So a friend is a person who one knows, likes, and trusts, and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection. So, if a person doesn't have that, they don't know you, they don't take the time, the effort to get to know you, you shouldn't be in a friendship with them or a relationship, okay? Because your person you in a relationship with should be your friend. So, this all plays together, right? They should like you, you should like them. You should trust them, they should trust you. The affection should be mutual, the respect should be mutual. Your relationship should be reciprocal. So all of that matters, right? And all of that makes a good friend. So the people that you only show up for them, they don't show up for you. You clap for them, they don't clap for you. Um all of the things, they throw shady comments, and they do it constantly, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it is like, okay, all of us might be on some, say something a little shady every here and there, but if it's like all the time, you lift your eyebrow. And what I learned when I was younger, it was so hard for me to detach from people and cut people off because I was a people pleaser, number one. I didn't set boundaries, number two. So, like, now with me working out of those things, it's easier for me to convene with people that may cause harm or pain. Let's not say harm, pain. Right? So like those pain points, like this relationship may can end up good or bad. But now that I have the ability to have the foresight, which I always had the foresight, but I could see it, and I'm not just trying to people please. I'm like, okay, I can cut her off quick when like that ain't for you, and not even cut off in a negative way. Just you know pull it apart when it ain't working no more. Just pull it apart. Let it go. And then also, you know what I mean, like using your discernment, and also placing people where they're supposed to go, right? I don't know if I talked about this already, but if I haven't, what I've done recently is created what I like to call a circle of friends. And I like that, right? Because I don't really like hierarchy. Excuse me. I'm not really like a ladder, right? So like, oh, these friends is down here, level one, level two, level three, level four, level five. Like, no. So I was like, a circle is just better, right? And it's reciprocal. It's reciprocal. Okay, keep going and going and going. So I was like, my circle of friends. So I have my nucleus, right? This little nucleus. Who's the nucleus? I'm the nucleus. Okay. So all these circles is around the nucleus, right? So you have a little circle, right? Ain't too little because my head kind of big, but you got a little circle. Then that circle around it gets wider. Okay, you got another circle that gets a little wider, right? That one is pretty wide, really, for a girl like me. Cause, like I said earlier, everybody my friend. So with that, it's like in the nucleus is me, and this in the circle right around me is besties. Like however many besties you got, if you got, but you shouldn't have too many besties. 1 to 3 or 1 to 5, 1 to 3, 1 to 5, maybe your besties, right? Them is really your homegirls. You gonna call them whenever, like, you know what I'm saying. You could be vulnerable with them. Them is really your squad. Boom, 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 your squad. Then you got your rollies. Now them is your dogs too. Them is your homegirls. Them the people you hang out with. They know about you too. They get invited to your birthdays. They come over your house too. Um, them your homies too. But they your rollies. They really ain't gonna be those people you call. They ain't gonna get that first call when you really going through something. They probably they may find out about it on Facebook, or they may get a text in a group chat or something like that. Then the big circle, right? A lot of people can fit in the big circle. A whole bunch of people is in the big circle. Because I know a lot of people don't like calling everybody friends. So that's why I was like, okay. So you got your besties, you got your rollies, and then you got your homegirls. Because everybody can be a homegirl. So now your homegirls is people that you may just kick it with when you see them out and about on the town. It's people that, y'all may mutually invite each other to things, birthday parties, baby showers, celebrate, like those different things. Um, every time y'all see each other, it's good energy, you know what I'm saying? But they not, like, you ain't rolling with them, like, every weekend or your major events in your life, or like, you know what I mean? You ain't always with them. Like, people ain't gonna necessarily know, like, them your buddies, but you know them. You know them. You feel a mutual respect for them. They feel a mutual respect for you. If you need something, you might could call them like, "Hey, girl, I need a favor." They may could call you like, "Hey, girl," you know what I mean? So more like a network, right? Them your homegirls though. They cool though. You know what I'm saying? They cool. Like, you don't have a mistrust for them. You trust them too. Just on a your connection just may be different. Like, I got a lot of girls that I like, right? But we haven't built a connection for them to either be my bestie or my rollie. But every time we somewhere together in mutual spots, we talking, we hang out, we may go to lunch and dinner with each other. They may get invited to my birthdays, I get invited to their birthdays, stuff like that. But a lot of the homies ain't never been over my house. Like, I ain't never been over their house. But not to say they can't get invited to my house, my homegirls, because I be inviting people over. We have cookouts and stuff. So, but just like, I think a lot of people like, create a system for yourself, right? Create a system for yourself, and you may have 5 homegirls, 3 rollies, and 2 besties. Your circles may not be as big as mine, and that's totally fine. But you need to have them. It may be 1 bestie, 2 rollies, 3 homegirls, but you need them. You know what I'm saying? Like, your homegirls can be your coworkers. Like, you may really enjoy your coworkers, but you ain't inviting them to the crib, but y'all hang out, y'all go get lunch. Your homegirls can be your church people. Like, you really like them, you vibe with them, y'all do the church thing together, but that's about it. And then if y'all church people make it be your rollies. Like, y'all really cool, y'all really hang out, y'all have a good time together. They may come over the crib, but your besties is the people that you can count on. Now, one thing that I think that you need is a right hand. Now, your right hand may be your husband or your wife. But if you blessed, you got a right hand that's your friend. And it may not, and you may have your husband or your wife too, that's your left hand. You know what I mean? Or your husband or your wife, your right hand, and you got a left hand. If you have that, I think that's gold. But that right hand is different than a bestie. Like, that right hand is somebody that has seen you raw. Has seen you raw, you have seen them raw. Because not just one way. I don't like that either. Where you only show your rawness and your vulnerability and they don't show it back. Because that's reciprocal too. Don't just show me your highs and never show me your lows. And I'm open and showing you my lows, and you ain't never showing me yours, my eyebrow raise. Because it's like, this is not mutual. It's not mutual. And it has to be mutual. We got to be raw with everything, right? Like, if we raw with everything, we're gonna be raw with everything on both sides, because that's what you need out of a relationship. So your right hand gonna have that too. So if you never meet a woman as a friend that can hold the capacity for that, maybe your right hand gonna have to be your partner. You know what I mean? But I do believe everybody needs a right hand. You need that. Like, I see friendships that they is right hands, and I love that for them. Like, oh no, that's your girl. Like, you don't play about her, she don't play about you. Um, y'all hold each other down. Um, and she coming to you with everything about her, everything about her. It ain't, you don't miss a beat. She know everything about you. I love that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of times that's those friendships that they've been friends forever. But I also do believe like you can find those type of friends in your 30s, in your 20s, in your 40s. Like I do believe that still exists. It may be a little harder work because people don't trust as much when they get older. People's lives is busy and they look different. But I do believe that those things are still obtainable in an older age. You know, we always talk about friendships in your adult life, really in your older adult life. Look for friends forever. I always say I'm gonna find friends forever. I'm gonna be one of the people who just meet me a new little best friend at 50. I'm gonna get some new friends in my 40s. I have some great friends now, but I just feel like my life will always and forever be evolving. So I will always and forever be finding new people to share life with. And I think that's beautiful, right? Friends are somebody else that you can share life with outside of your family. Because guess what? Everybody ain't got the best family. Outside of your partner. Because guess what? Nobody will be bothering with him all the time. I need to go hang with my girls. Different energy with you with your girls. But I said all this. Like, I know we went a lot of different ways on this conversation today, but I hope y'all really got the point of what I was trying to say. Y'all know I got my notes, so let me just make sure I shared everything that I wanted to share. So one thing I want to ask y'all, like to leave y'all with, is: are you the type of friend that you hope to have? Because if you want good friends, you got to be a good friend. Because some people love good friends and have good friends, but they're not the best friends. Um, and do you value your friendships the same way you value your romantic relationships? Like, do you, all that time and effort you're going to put into a man or a woman, do you put that into your girls or your homeboys? Like, do you? Because if you don't, you should. Like, and I get that it may be easier said than done, but it's so needed and it's so valuable. And I check myself when I feel like I'm going through times where I'm not being the best friend, but I also, hope my friends understand, because I'm gonna understand when they not being the best, and not even the best. It may just be life is life, and then we're not being super attentive to each other. But you gotta tend to friendships, just like you tend to those romantic relationships. You have to tend to those friendships as well, just like you tend to a garden. If you tend to anything that you want to grow, so if y'all bend over backwards and do jump, hop, skips, and flips for those romantic relationships, do that for your friends too. The right friends, not just any friends. The right friends. Use your discernment. Use your judgment. Use all of those things to be like, okay, yeah, this my one. This my one. But give them a chance. Like if you don't give anybody a chance, how would you ever know what that friendship can be? Um, and I'm gonna leave with this. Romantic love is beautiful, but friendship is sacred too. The people who walk beside you in life, who see you in your highs and your lows, who tell you the truth, who laugh with you, who cry with you, those relationships deserve just as much care as those romantic relationships. So value them, honor them, because I do believe they are healing. They're healing. They're everything that you need. Like your friends, like, yeah. And I know sometimes like when you single is like you're just more open to it. But like I love my friends. Even when they get on my nerves, child. Even when they got to get demoted down to a different circle. And that's okay too. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, hey, you might got somebody that's a bestie that's a rollie now. You might got somebody to start off as a homegirl that's a bestie now. Cause y'all start giving each other more time, more energy, hanging out more. And you like, oh no, I like you. We vibe good. And y'all get closer and they move up a circle. Like most people start off at the homegirl. Then they become a rollie. Y'all hanging out all the time. Next thing you know, they're your bestie. You talk to them every day or a couple times a week. That's your dog. And all of my friendships started like that. Like I just be hanging with people. Next thing you know, that's my bestie. And I think that's how things go. But we got to make sure our heart is not guarded. We have to unarmor, take the armor off. Take the armor off your heart. Let your heart be flesh. That's what God wants our hearts to be, flesh. Let your heart be flesh. And that's for all relationships. Friendships, romantic relationships. Let the armor down. It ain't doing nothing for you. God gonna protect you. If you get hurt, it's okay. You been hurt before. You'll bounce back. You got different tools in your toolbox now. And if you don't got different tools in your toolbox, go find them. Go find you some different tools in your toolbox, right? So you can be able to be more equipped when you go through those things in life that may hurt you, because it's inevitable. Humans gonna hurt you, you know. Not all of them, but it is what it is. And because it's never about you. It's never about you. It's always about what people going through, or what they ain't dealt with yet, what they ain't healed from yet. It ain't about you. Don't take it personal. Let that relationship go on about its business. Even if you wanted it to be the marriage, if you wanted it to be the bestie, if you wanted it to be the right hand, and it didn't end up as that, let it go and let it flow and move on, because you're going to be all right. But open your heart for all of it. Let your heart be flesh. Let it be flesh, okay? Now, y'all already know, real quick before we end this been a long show, because I've been on a lot of tangents. Let's see what God going to talk to us about today in these cards. Okay. Okay, I think we had this already. Why I been doing that lately? Come, God, you're intentional. Give us the intention. Oh, that's how to play card. We don't want that how to play. We know how to play. Ooh, this is good. If success for you meant more than just money, what would it look and feel like? Have we done this one yet? I don't know. I need to start putting the ones to the side we done. If success for you meant more than just money, what would it look and feel like? I feel like that plays into what we were just talking about. Friendships, having genuine people in your life that love you, that care about you, that see you, that value you. Oh my God, that really just think you're the end all be all, and you can think the same about them, and there ain't never nothing weird, and it's just, oh my God, that's success. That's a form of success. That, like, me even talking about it just feels so good. Like, oh my gosh, like, imagine that. If you don't have that, just imagine that. You literally just having people in your life that love you down bad. That love you much as you love you. Love you. Mm. Love you bad, and you love them bad back. Like, and it could just be that mutual love, that mutual respect. That's success. And it feels like a breath of fresh air. Like, you just take that deep breath in and you blow out. Like when you meditating. Ooh, let's do it right now. Oh my God, like that just feels so good. Or like, who, when you hold your breath and you can finally breathe, that release, how your body feels when you release something. That's what success feels like when it's more than just money. It feels like having those people in your life that you can trust, that you can depend on, that you can rely on. And just having that freedom, ease, and abundance. Oh my gosh, in all things. In all things. That is what success feels like. It feels like a breath of fresh air. Like on a beautiful, bright, sunny day where the birds is chirping, flowers, you can see the tulips, you can see the roses, and it's just so beautiful. Those days where it's just so beautiful outside, and you like, I just want to sit here and take this all in. That's what it feels like. And you just like, I just want to breathe this in. I don't want this day to end. That's what it feels like. Yeah, that's what it feels like. And I'm gonna leave y'all with that. This was a great episode. I know we bounced all around, but we got to the bottom of find you some friends, some good friends, and love them and allow them to love you. Okay. And y'all already know what to do. Y'all tune in on Thursdays at 8 p.m. on all major platforms. Fridays, 12 p.m. YouTube, like, share, subscribe, all of those good things. And I will catch y'all on the next episode of Talk and Tell, the podcast. Bye, y'all.